I think of the impact on individuals' mental health as the silent pandemic.
With a new animated series on Netflix and more than 70 million downloads worldwide, Headspace is a mindfulness app trying to put mental health front and center.
So just lying down, we're going to focus the attention on the different parts of the body.
If anything, these past 12 months, I'd say have increased the need to be kind to your mind.
I met with Headspace's newly appointed Chief International Officer, Jolan Victor, to discuss the promise of the app's guided meditations. Now that you're at Headspace, do you feel that this is a really special opportunity for you to lead in an industry where you think this is a conversation that all of us need to have?
Headspace, I think, is a place that gives a platform to amplify those stories of vulnerability, the stories of stress and anxiety, the stories that all of us have experienced.
One of the most challenging parts of meditation is what's sometimes called the dark side of the mind.
According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, 4 in 10 American adults reported symptoms of anxiety or depression during the pandemic. That's 4 times pre-pandemic numbers. With the increase in social isolation and uncertainty, Headspace saw its downloads more than double in the last year.
We did some research and we learned that even after 12 months of the pandemic, half of Brits still haven't and won't talk about their mental health challenges that they've experienced. So while we've come a long ways, we still have quite a long ways to go.
Other wellness ventures also experienced growth during COVID-19. Calm, an app for meditation and sleep, hit $2 billion in valuation last year. Online therapy platforms like Talkspace and BetterHelp reported an increase in users. And there's also Wiza, an AI-powered chatbot created in India, which uses a friendly penguin avatar to deliver techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy.
I think post-pandemic, everybody realized that there's a missing middle to mental health of people who are languishing. The need for something that can scale and is anonymous, has no stigma, does not need a person to be diagnosed in order to access it. That need became huge during the pandemic.
Studies have shown meditation can reduce stress. In addition to making people feel better, Victor says she hopes Headspace can foster more conversation about mental health. What are the limits of health and wellness apps? Is there something about fundamental human connection that technology just can't replace, can't deliver?
While in-person interaction is precious and intimate and important, there's also a lot to be said for those who aren't ready to talk about it and want to take care of their mental health privately before they're ready to share.
It could be for many people their first steps into wellness and dealing with their own mental health issues.
Exactly.
Jolan, I have a final question for me. And this is a question we ask all our guests on this program. Is your technology a tech for good, and why?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say Headspace is tech for good because we are helping people with, I think, some of the biggest challenges that people aren't comfortable talking about.
Tony, is your technology a tech for good, and why?
It is absolutely tech for good. We're focusing primarily today on the underserved population without adequate access to healthcare.
There's a lot of ways that immersive experiences can be used to transform and accelerate our health and our care.
We aspire for our technology to be a technology of good. Any truly transformative technology has good consequences and consequences that might not be as good. So part of the challenge is for us to keep crafting these towards good. It's a never-ending quest.